Yes, it was an intense experience because I think I also have done more things that I'm used to do in my daily life. So it feels like um, unexplored territory for me to be engaged in, especially in certain activities that I'm not used to. And of course, the newness of these unknown territories for me, it has some effects on the way you perceive things. And to get to know a city uh, through those unexpected or non-touristical uh, points, it has it's like a deeper meaning in the to the word knowledge, because you have the opportunity, the chance to reach certain levels and certain emotions of the city that are pulsating in areas that usually uh, don't belong to the postcards. I think I'm also very independent, and for me the instructions and the schedule was what were really clear. So it was easy for me to travel with all the short explanations and descriptions of the several activities.
Okay.
So it was easy to travel through the schedule, and also the city helped because New York is very walkable and it's really easy to travel from from Lower New York to Harlem or to Brooklyn. The connections and the public transportation, it's a bless, I think, for New York. So my routine back in my country, it's actually heavily busy. I have several classes. I work at a museum, and I work at a research network. Um, so I usually switch from activities, but all of them are interconnected because I teach at an art school, and I work at an art museum, and I work with researchers, activists from the field of the arts too. I, I was thinking about that last night, maybe because I always worked with, well, since about 10 years, I've been working with cultural studies. And the cultural studies theory can switch the focus from the art field and to understand culture even in daily activities in the streets, in the way people engage with work, or in the way people speak, talk. Um, so maybe because of that, every activity, every community I've met, uh, they also amazed me, and they also surprised me, and I think I've learned from them, um, and and I can get curious about them, and so the variety, although the variety was challenging, because you have to also switch your expectations, and you have to prepare yourself, to prepare your body to confront an activity that might require you to assume certain positions you are not used to, or to assume certain attitudes you might be capable, but you might not be used to. When I was a teenager, I was a dancer. I I used to dance traditional Paraguayan and Argentinian uh, folk music, and so the surprise for me was that my body still holds a memory of that past, like it was more than 20 years ago.
How self-conscious were you?
Um, really self-conscious, or I'm still am self-conscious. But it was a nice experience just to reach the hidden memories, the, the, the movements in my body, and so the physical activities amazed me in that way, because it's like I had these memories hibernating inside of me, and I'm really thankful to have the opportunity to awake them. But on the other hand, probably the one of the things that also uh, was really discomfort for me was the clowning class. So I'm not really fond of uh, theater, although I did some, like I wrote some plays and I directed a play too once. But there are certain things that I wouldn't go through. Acting, for example. Clowning was in that way, it was really acting, because they had like some prompts related to emotions and characters.
Okay.
And we had to act and overact
Sure.
to express in the most joyful but also ridiculous way those emotions or those conditions. I just think that in this moment of my life, especially being so content, maybe even repressed, I don't feel comfortable expressing loud emotions. Yes, of course, the fellowship program also scheduled some meetings with former fellows or with other people. Those were really meaningful exchanges for me. And they were like from also very different backgrounds. I think the program also is lonely experience in that way, even though you meet people in classes or while volunteering. In general, you travel alone and you don't have like this accompanied exploration of the city. You are by your own, and these opportunities to have to meet people and to trade your points of view and the experiences during the fellowship. Those were really meaningful moments for me, because it also gave me the opportunity to verbalize and to put in words what I was feeling or going through during the whole fellowship. But also I met people in the streets. I actually made a good friend. I think it would be like something that would last. And then, well, I met people, and we had like small talk, and then that small talk developed in a larger and most more meaningful talk. Um, so I think I had that connection to with people here. Then at the beginning, New York or New Yorkers might seem maybe a little bit cold compared to probably to Latin America. But actually, people are really kind here. Um, yes, and once you um, go through the appearance of coldness, you can actually get something meaningful and wise from people. From every people actually can give you like a wise point of view.